Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. I'm just joking. This is Perry's Hotter, your friendly neighborhood mangaka in the making. And today we celebrate because today is my Friday. Yeah. Yeah. I'm off. So I've been up since like 1:30 in the morning and like I could probably go to sleep, but I don't work tomorrow, so I ain't doing that. I'll get my 8 hours later. Anyway, if you don't know who I am, I'm an artist and writer for my own independent manga called Cold Blooded. You can read it on Webtoons, Pastic, the Duck Web Comics, Medibang, Pop Comics. It's free to read. I've launched and funded a successful Kickstarter on the first volume here. And if you want to know what it's about Rembrandt Snart who misses his father. And one day, while holding out hope after his father's disappearance from 5 years ago, he discovers latent reptilian abilities brought out by a shadowy figure determined to end his life. And that's the gist. And I got links to it in the description on YouTube. And I was going to add a description on Twitch, but I kind of forgot to do that. So I may do that after, but not before, I introduce my guest. I'll say hello to Sergio, who's been on like every one of my streams, almost every stream so far, except
Yeah.
maybe I don't remember. Yeah, how you
Yeah.
doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm here. I'm ready to be on the stream. Happy to
How do you
support.
feel about today? Is today a reason to celebrate?
Uh, yeah, it's a reason to celebrate. I mean, I'm also off.
Yeah, that's
Back
great.
to the 5 day grind after this.
And it's like it's not projected. It's my actual Friday. I know it's Saturday, right? But
Yeah.
aren't you glad it's not a projected day off? It's actually a day off.
No, yeah. I mean, I always get weekends off. Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
One of the best
Oh yeah,
things
I'm
though
a
is
survivor,
streaming.
by the way. This is
Survivor.
legit.
COVID survivor.
They don't just hand these out to anyone.
Yeah, I think
You
I,
know,
I think they do.
unless you got an Amazon account, then maybe. But
Yeah.
uh, you know.
Unless they give them out at hospitals.
Anyway, I'm out here to celebrate. That's funny. I'm out here to celebrate with my water and my dementia water, Coke Zero.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we're living it up tonight. This is a high life.
Mm. That same here. Looking it up.
I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Yeah, working on comics today. I'm almost done with this page. I was trying to finish it last stream, and pretty much all the line work is done.
Mm.
But I didn't want to. I needed to go to bed last time, so this time all I need to do is add some blacks and some tones, and this page will all be set. It's not a lot that it needs, just a little bit, and then it'll be on the next page, and I think I'll be able to finish it tonight.
Mm.
Uh, sorry, I was checking the messenger group. So when we might have a few other guests trickle in. I don't know. I don't know what they're all doing. One of them uh, already messaged you couldn't make it, but Sergio, he's a real OG. He made it tonight. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm here. Uh, Excuse me.
Okay. Okay, Serge. I need you to be entertaining for a moment while I like look something up on Twitch so I can add stuff to the description.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. Let's see. Be sure to be on the lookout for Perry's Volume 1 of Cold Blooded, where Remsnart misses his father, and while holding out hope after
Oh
his
my
father's
gosh.
disappearance, 5 years ago, he discovers latent reptilian abilities brought out by a shadowy figure determined to end his life. Yeah. Oh, I really like the cover too.
Okay, I know you're thanks.
I'll
I
just keep it
know
on.
thanks for plugging, but we don't want to hit them over the head with it too much or else they're just not gonna get tired with it, you know. You want
Oh
to
yeah.
be more subtle with your ads, with your oh maybe I can't edit it. Like you want to be more subtle, like subliminal messaging or product placement.
Yeah. Yep. Well, check him out on Tapas. That's another. Yeah.
Yeah, I need subscribers. Help me reach 25 subs on Tapastic.
Yeah. Tapas. It kind of sounds like an alcoholic drink. Tapas. I think it is actually. Well, I mean, you can catch me on my stream, Twitch, BarryGeo01 at 9. I'm just plugging everything. Like this is a sinking ship, and I'm just plugging it up. I'm just kidding. Sorry. it's no, it's not. It's the stream is awesome. It's got lifeboats on it, and it's unsinkable. Unsinkable. Let's see. There's some really cool stuff on Reddit. Ooh, nice. Some really good subreddits to follow are. There's a nice sticker subreddit. Follow the Pokemon subreddit. There's a Twitch subreddit.
Okay, I'm ready to draw. We got one viewer. Don't be afraid to speak up. Say anything in the chat. We see you. We hear you.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know. I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, no, he's definitely there. Yep. Let's see what else happened. Something interesting. Well, I was playing Splatoon, and players today weren't as feisty as they usually are, so I was able to get
What
some wins.
happened?
I was able to get some wins in.
Oh my gosh. What's
Along with
happened
followers.
last?
Let's see. I did lose to a 3-4, 4 versus 3 match, which was really embarrassing. And I really want to just throw my controllers to the ground.
Was that while you were streaming?
Yeah, it was while I was streaming because I was like, "Oh, we're gonna win." Because usually when people disconnect, you're versing like 3 people. It's usually a guaranteed win. It's like there's no way they're gonna win because it's 4 against 3. And what do you know? They won. So I was like, "This sucks." This is like terrible.
What was how many viewers were on your stream at the time?
I think 2 people.
How many witnessed your defeat? Did they say anything? Did they react to it?
No.
Were they like, better luck next time?
Yeah, it was tower control, and wow, I just didn't know how they do it. Like 3, was it 2 or 3? It was 3. It was 3 against 4. Like my team had 4, and it counted against us too, because usually
There we go.
if there's a disconnect or 3 people on the other team, it says we'll go against you because the other team was full, but it counted against us and almost dropped my rank. I was like, wow. I don't know about this. I wanted to save it in my highlights because that's the first time I've ever lost to a three against four. 4 against 3. Ooh. Like even just thinking about it, it's like, oh man, it really just makes your blood boil. But after that, the matches went pretty smoothly. Really nice.
Hey, Serge, how do I sound right now?
Oh, you sound like an echo.
It sounds like an echo?
Well, not an echo, but like you're coming through like a cave or something.
What about now? Is that better?
No,
It's
it still
not?
sounds the same. Well, whatever you doing at first was working.
So just using my AirPods
I guess so.
instead of this professional mic. I said,
Well, I think like you need like some stuff to isolate the
test it.
sound because it's like it's bouncing off your walls and it's making it sound like you're in a really big room. Probably what I'm sounding like right now because I have no isolation. I have the typical setup.
Well, is it very bad? Like, is it grating or was it like a lot better?
It's hollow. What you were doing at first worked a lot better, like the AirPods. It sounded a lot more natural. Dang, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to wreck on you, but it's true. Oh my gosh.
Testing. All right, that's better.
Yeah, like it's better, like in the sense that it's isolating the reverb. Yeah.
I'll isolate you.
Yeah, I already feel isolated. This box. Like,
Yeah, I'll isolate
I'm
you.
trapped.
Worse than COVID.
Yeah.
And so it begins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those lines are really smooth. One things viewers might not know is that hatching like that and creating lines like that creates the value perception of value. So those are actually dark areas. Just a fun fact. And of course, values from light to dark. There are different ways of creating value. With whatever medium you have. Perry's working with line. This is how you create that value. But you can also create value with tones. It's another technique in mangas.
Yes.
It's not one that I personally use. I use gradients because I work in Illustrator a lot.
It's called manga.
Manga, yeah, manga, mangoes. Yeah, but the whatever is.
Watch this, Sergio. Your mind's about to be blown.
Yeah, all looking good.
You see that? You see what I'm doing?
Yep, it's really thickening that line.
Yeah.
And making it nice and smooth. So like tell the viewers what the blue stuff is. Yeah, no viewers is right. I was like, is it one?
What's wrong? My pencil lines in the background?
Well, no, like the.
So that's the only thing that's blue.
No, the outside. Well, like, what's the blue stuff on the outside? Because I don't know.
Well, that's just the rough.
Oh, okay.
That's just a rough. If I turn off the background, you can see it. That's just a pencil rough.
Oh, okay. I was just asking if it was a mask.
Yeah, the frames are over. I drew one big rough, and then I divided up the frames according to the rough, and they're.
It's looking good.
Thanks.
Speaking of masks, I'm wearing one right now. Not the Photoshop mask. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to wear this. But I've thought about
Wow. No, you won't.
it.
Wear
Yeah,
it.
I'm not going to wear this. It was a gimmick I
Why?
was thinking about doing, like in my streams, just like wear a mask.
You already put it on.
Yeah, I'm not committing though.
May as well do it. Wimping out, huh?
Yeah, sure am. I have a nice dinosaur hat that I like wearing though. Jeez.
So what I'm doing is I'm using a tool called Adjust Line Width. And you can use it to make lines thicker or thinner. And why you'd want to do this is it can create line quality. And so you make lines thicker where there would be shadows or suggest shadows. Now I'm making a separate layer, just a normal layer called black. And I hit the little house on the layer below. And then when I go back to the layer above, I can press G on the keyboard a couple times and gives me my paint bucket tool.
Looking good.
I can fill things with black. I need to change the settings. Close gap. Let's see. What does that do? It's not really any better.
Yeah.
Close margin. See if I can get it better. Oh.
Hey, what would you think if like there was like a toll to enter the stream? Like someone had to like donate $1 or something. You charged $1 to enter.
I don't think I would have any viewers.
Well, what would they call it? Like an entrance fee?
It's called a paywall.
Paywall.
And you have to have people that are willing to pay first.
I had a video on Instagram.
I am on Instagram.
Showies.
No, what are you actually looking at?
Oh, I just got a like, and then I'm reading the Instagram post right now. So like, you're coming down to Katy for like a convention.
Well, it's not completely. It's not good. Not 100% for me yet because I want to make sure I have the days off first, which I think I will. And then once I do, I'm gonna get the table, and it's $50 for a table. But if you want, we can share a table. So between us, that's just $25.
Yeah.
If you want to share a table.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
And
yeah, it's a great opportunity. I could sell my stickers, which I sell on Etsy. Hey, check them out.
Exactly. I would love to sell some comics.
There
was a Comic-Con recently near me in San Angelo, but I kind of dropped the ball. I didn't really sign up for it in time. And it would have been today, but I ended up working today anyway. So
yeah, good old today. So, have you ever done that in Photoshop, or you prefer Clip Studio Paint?
Um, well, Clip Studio Paint is specifically tailored for making comics. However, there are things that I was accustomed to in Photoshop that aren't present in Clip Studio that is kind of frustrating for me because everyone I talk to about Clip Studio Paint, they always praise it and be like, "Oh, you don't need Photoshop, or it does everything that Photoshop can," but it doesn't. I found things. There are things that it can't do
Hmm.
that Photoshop uh, can do, and well, it's true. There's things like tones, right? Like I had, like right now, I'm doing a tone, right?
Yeah, tone. Yep, that sure is a tone.
Uh, I just messed up. I think I need to make a layer.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna add the tone.
So how much did Clip Studio Paint cost?
It only so here's a great thing about Clip Studio Paint is it's very affordable. It's only $50, but at the time I bought it at discount at $25, and they have discounts for it all the time.
Oh, that's a good deal.
Yeah, and there's a there's different versions. There's this is Clip Studio Paint Pro, but then there's a version above it called Clip Studio Paint something else,
Yeah.
and it unlocks some more features, and it's more expensive, but they did have a deal on it, but and I intended to buy it, but I totally missed it. So I'm just gonna wait till I have another deal on it.
Yeah, that's good. Another program that might be similar is like I think Procreate. I'm not sure. I used to have
Uh,
it on my iPad, which is dead. Uh, Procreate, and then there's another one that I forget comes to mind. But I always say, whatever tool gets the job done. We don't all need to use Photoshop. Sometimes I think Photoshop's overrated. You know, especially with its monthly fee. Monthly fee, excuse me.
oh, I think I just made a selection in the wrong panel, so I'm gonna have to redo it. But not before I fill in this blank right here. There we go. That's much better.
Yeah. Is Matthew the other person that's here? I feel like that might be him.
Uh, you're wearing another hat.
Yeah.
Each person that's viewing, or because there's no one, there's just one viewer,
Oh.
but there's no one else that I haven't added to the stream that's here.
Hmm.
I should have it set to make a noise when someone does enter the stream.
Hmm.
Uh, I, I don't know if only I can hear that or if you'll hear it too.
Hippers.
And like I was saying before, so there is a way to do tones in Photoshop, but it would take some tweaking. Whereas this, it has a tool specifically for toning that you can
Oh.
easily customize to your liking.
Mm-hmm. I mean, so far it
So
looks
it's
pretty
like,
good. Like it works. If it works,
yeah,
it works.
it works. Except for now, I'm having trouble for some reason.
Tug, tug,
I
tug.
don't know why. Oh, what am I? I think I know what the problem is. There we go.
Nice. That looks really nice.
Thanks.
So how do you do tones?
Well, there's a few different ways, but the easiest way, the
Tone,
so
tone, tone.
one way is I can select an area,
Yeah.
like the neck here, for instance. I'm just going to select it with the uh, not the lasso tool, but the polyline tool,
Hmm.
which is like the lasso tool, except that you can click at points. And I like it a whole lot better than lasso tool. And there's after you select it, if you notice, there's a few things like there's a paint bucket tool. I could fill it. Oh, I
Oh,
can
nice.
automatically fill it, right? Oh, of course, but this isn't the actual tone that I want. I actually want to put a gradient here, and so there's a manga gradient, and so I don't remember which end is which.
Oh, nice.
So right now, this isn't it doesn't have the dots. So, but if I click on tone, it'll turn it to dots. Then I can change the frequency, so I can have a lot or very little, but it makes it very big. You
Yeah.
see that?
Nice.
I'll just make it the smallest. Command D to deselect that area. I'll save. And of course, it made a whole new layer with that manga gradient. I'm going to, there's something I need to change about the eyes. So I'm going to turn off my white background so I can see a sketch underneath. Going to go to my good old pinch vector line. Yeah, you drink that water. Yeah.
It's kind of like you're just moving it.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm doing. Redraw. Because it's vector, I can do that. If it wasn't vector, I wouldn't be able to do that. It's called pinch vector line. The eye now is a whole lot more to my liking. And now I want to adjust line width. Kind of makes the whole line thick, but okay. I'll turn the white background back on. And turn off my rough. I took away all the blue lines. And I know I don't know what the purple means around the frames, but it won't show up if I export it. So just pretend like the purple's not there. Yeah, this page is pretty much done.
Mm.
Page 5.
Yeah. Looking good.
Thanks. Oh, there. I got a rough somewhere. It's not disappearing. Gotta figure out where that is. So is that just a balloon? I'm just trying to figure out where this layer is. I'm like so lost. Yeah, I have an idea. Well, no, I can't click on that.
Oh, you're trying to find like a layer.
Yeah.
Layer. Yeah, I hate it when that happens too. It's like, where is it?
I found it. Oh my gosh. Why is it? Okay, well, I got rid of it. It has been banished for eternity to the shadow realm. Gonna file, export.
I don't know if you can hear that. There's barking in the background. So what other files can you export that with? Can you do like PDFs?
I think so, but after this image renders, I'll check. There's something else I want to check. I don't even remember what size I was doing these at. Oh, I was doing these at full size. I don't know why I did. This is not. Oh, where did you get that hat from, huh?
Yeah, I got it from the dollar store.
Today?
No, I've been having it. I sometimes put the song on my stream. When I'm feeling feisty.
Oh.
Dang,
Oh, this is.
the way you said it is like, where you get that hat? I want that hat. I want some of this hat. I got another one. I got a yellow one. I got two of them.
Do you have a red one?
No, a yellow one.
Oh. Does it say Jeb Bush on it?
Jeb Bush, no.
Oh,
Dang.
sad.
Yep. That'd been cool if they had a blue one. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I could do that. I could probably do that. Just like spray paint and then add some spikes to it. Some blue spikes.
You don't have a red one that says MAGA on it?
Manga. No. I wish.
Oh my gosh, it like never takes this long to render an image. I wonder if it's because I'm streaming. Oh my gosh, I regret this. Oh my gosh. Oh, I suppose I could open the next page and work on it. Oh, there we go. Okay. So to answer your question, we go to export single layer. We got BMP, JPEG, PNG, TIFF, Targa. I can actually export this as a Photoshop document. PSB, which is big Photoshop big document, and PSD is Photoshop document. I actually don't see an option for PDF. But I don't know. Then maybe what if I click that? It's still not an option.
So you have 8 pages done? Is that what I'm seeing?
Well, no. I exported the 8 pages, but the ones that aren't finished, I just exported them as they were. Yeah. Save duplicate. Want to see something?
Sure. Yep. I can do animation. That's cool.
Yeah, you can. You're looking up stuff.
What? I
You're
couldn't hear
looking
you.
up stuff about Clip Studio.
Oh, I'm just watching you.
You're looking up. Well, oh, because of the okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm like trying to find my canvas size. Original. Why is this? That's so small.
Interesting. That phrase. Get it? Dang. You know, if said in the wrong context, that would be a savage comment.
What'd I say?
You're like, why is it so small? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Dang. You're like, it should be
Yeah.
big. Yeah, like so. What when they print comics? What do they use? Like 20-pound paper, like 40-pound. What kind of quality paper? Like, don't they use newsprint? sort of.
No, most. There's only one printer that I know of that does newsprint. I don't know that any other printer does newsprint. And most publishers don't publish their comics on newsprint. There's only one publisher that is publishing on newsprint right now, and that's Alterna. Because initially comics were considered outdated, or not outdated, what do I want to say? They were considered disposable. So they print them for cheap. You know, little Timmy would go to the newsstand and buy it for a nickel or whatever, how cheap they were. He'd read it, probably not take care of it, might lose it, might throw it away, or he might hold on to it. But that was from a time before comics became collectibles, right? It wasn't until much later that comics became collectibles. Uh, and But since then, comic publishers have upped the ante with higher quality paper. And it's like, for now, even though printing on comics have gone up in price, and so there's some discussion that a single issue comics are like too expensive. For the most part, they are. And it would be so much cheaper or cost effective to just go back for newsprint. But public, they just like quality paper. They don't want to go back to it.
Hmm.
Oh, this is huge. Yeah, I should have exported default. That's why it took so long. Okay, I'm gonna fix that. I'm like kind of lost. Oh, I was. There we go. I thought it was at pixels. That's why I was so confused. All right. Are you ready for this?
Yep.
I actually might not finish this today. Let's see. Let's save this out. Always name your layers, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Zoom in. Oh, I need to fix. You dang old Wacom tablet. You. Oh, I can't blame it. It's just my own poor drawing abilities.
What?
I swear it felt off to me, but yeah, no, it is off.
What's off?
Even though it's sharing the screen, even though I just looked at the settings and it said that it wasn't, or it showed that it wasn't. So,
Oh, you got your Xbox 360 controller hooked up. That's cool.
oh yeah, I had a because when I was playing the emulator with Blair.
All right. Looking good. You not see.
Okay, I think that fixed it. No, it didn't. Oh my gosh. Maybe it didn't save. Yeah, that's probably.
Oh, you're trying to figure out
What
the
does
length.
forced proportions mean?
Uh, I think that's when it's two screens in one. You try it out. I would just try it out. Let me check mine because what is mine?
Yeah, it's still sharing the screens because I'm trying to draw a circle and it's an oval.
Oh my gosh, that's like that's serious. Some serious circle problem there, man. It's like an egg, like a dinosaur egg.
When I really concentrate, I can kind of draw a circle, but it's more like a rounded square. And my angle's all off. I this fixed it last time, but I don't know why it's not working now.
Shouldn't it just save your settings? I can't remember. I think mine did, right? Let's find out. Mine is on monitor 2. Tablet area says full. Like when it's full, it should be full, and then
What about force? What about force proportions?
mine is checked off. Mode is on pin.
Okay. Well, my monitor. How do you fall?
So like you have it on 2 now. It's on monitor 1. That should be right because that's the one you're using to draw. Monitor 1 in full.
Yeah, it should be. Well, let's test it. The moment of truth. Yep. There's a problem with digital art, folks. Was spend more time troubleshooting stuff than actually drawing. Of course, if I wasn't streaming, this would be a non-issue. Because I am streaming, I have a second screen set up.
But that should be it though, because it's saying that the tablet's mapped to the screen that you're using.
Yeah, that should be it. But it's not. It's still sharing the screen because when I go to halfway on my tablet and I'll look over here and I'll see my mouse on the screen. That shouldn't happen on the tablet. Now, let's see what happens if I do that. Well, that doesn't. See, you saw me put it on monitor 2. I shouldn't be able to draw right now.
I have no idea what's going on.
You and me both.
Wasn't it working last time?
Yeah, it was. I fixed it last time. Let's try this.
What if you try restarting your tab? Oh, it works. I mean, it looks like it's working.
Well, it's still not working. How do I restart my tablet? Just unplug it and plug it back in? Because I tried that.
Oh, never mind. That's what I was going to say. All right, what about your drivers? Like there's probably well, there may be probably new drivers. I don't know.
Try that.
Oh, wait a
Oh.
minute. I know what it's missing. On mapping. It's probably that you don't have the program selected because it maps. Uh, it saves the settings to different programs, so you have it on all other. You can try and like selecting, uh, whatever it's called, Clip Studio Paint on the top. Also on the top. Yeah, like where it says Photoshop. You click.
Oh,
There you go. You select that.
dang.
See, it's on full and
I
full.
I is smart now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, time for the moment of truth.
But you didn't change it though. It's still on full.
Oh,
Yeah. It's on mapping, but you have to select the Clip Studio Paint on the top.
wait, what do I change it to?
No, yeah, go to click on select. Make sure Clip Studio Paint selected, and then go to
Oh,
yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, it should
That's
work.
good. Now, time for the moment of truth. That was a crappy circle. Oh, now it feels weird. Now I'm so used to drawing the wrong way.
The wrong way. Dang.
Oh my gosh, I'm never gonna live this down.
I probably want to make sure this maybe the settings if the settings save or not. Because you press the red button. I'm not sure if like you have to go back to settings to save it or.
No, no, there wasn't a save button.
Oh yeah, it's on
See,
monitor. Yeah. Yeah, that was a
it
weird quirk
saved it, man.
because when it happened to me, I couldn't figure out why. Like every time I was like using my tablet on the home screen, like on the desktop, it felt normal. But every time I use it in Photoshop, it felt weird. So I was like, oh wait, you have to select Photoshop and like because it saves this drawing settings for different programs individually. I'm like, wow, it's so weird. Why does it do that? It took me like a good hour to figure that out. Yeah. Where's
It's
the
conspiracy. It's
Hodge
conspiracy,
yeah,
Serge.
conspiracy?
Just like a voter fraud.
Yeah, there's no way Biden's in the lead right now. I'm like, something's not right.
I
Like,
know. I've like seen too many Trump flags to believe that.
yeah, well, I'm like, what if Camilla and him are like they're in the voting booths, like sorting out the votes, and they're just throwing away the Trump ones? It's so funny. Like, and she's like, "We're gonna get away with it." Like, they don't. I don't know. Or like they'll never know. Like right now, I'm imagining them as like villains from like a Scooby Doo episode, and then like at the end, they're gonna
Hmm.
be like, "How did you know? How did you meddling kids know it was us?" And it's like because no one
Well,
would believe
it
you
was
were.
really obvious.
It was really obvious, and you're really desperate too. Like,
That's pretty good. It's pretty good, man.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, so So you've been drawing like that the whole time, like since yesterday?
No, yeah, yesterday or no, yeah, I didn't stream yesterday, but the day before we fixed it. Remember?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's really weird. It did that to me too. Like I couldn't figure it out. And I'm like looking for the same solution because on my streams, like the audio and the video are off, and I'm
Mhm.
desperately waiting for someone to like email me a link or like tell me like, hey, why don't you try this? Maybe hey, this doesn't work because I've tried offsetting the audio, and when I do that, like it creates static. So I'm like, what do I do then? Like, do I have to order like a new like capture card? I have no idea. Actually, you know what? I should do that. I'm gonna go to Amazon right now and
Well, you answered your own question, Serge.
yeah.
You're not so useless after all. I mean, you're not so helpless after all.
Ooh.
I mean, you think it's really the capture card, or you just like waste money?
Are you wait? What did you say? It's the capture card. Or you're just dumb.
Well, that too.
Hey,
I
I would.
wasn't gonna say it, but you said it already.
No, I just because I already got someone that complained. Like they went into my stream and they're saying, "Oh, your audio and video are off," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know." But I've
Was it a
tried.
fan?
No, it just randomly came on and then he left. But I honestly don't blame him. Because I've been trying to figure this out.
Dang. I don't blame him either. So you're gonna stream Splatoon tonight,
Yeah.
dude? What about Smash?
I mean, I could. I just don't know why I don't. I don't know why I don't. It's just not. It's. I'll play with friends. It's just not something that it's easy for me to get into.
Yeah, I know why.
Hey, whoa, those are some strong words.
I know why. Did you?
Oh, they're not.
You should really get the second challenger pack so you can get Midman and Minecraft Steve.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I hear they're all the rage. Are they all the rage? I don't know. I I want to get that pack and then the one that has Banjo Kazooie in it. Hey, they're not selling this capture card anymore.
Well,
That's
that's in the that's in the first one. So if you already bought the first one, you should have Banjo Kazooie.
yeah, I didn't buy the first one. I didn't have the money.
Well, there's your problem. You should see in that case. You should see if there's a bundle to somehow get the first and second one. If you don't have either, across the streams.
I think it could be my capture card. Hmm. The Twitch stream was super laggy. Only showing one frame every 10 seconds, kind of lag.
Yeah, I'm already tired of drawing. It feels like I know people like really tout, you know, they make digital art sound so much more attractive than traditional, and I always hear them say, "Oh, well, I don't have to spend money on all the art supplies." I don't know. They make it sound like it's such like a huge like cost saver, and I'm like, I don't know that that's really, even if it does save you money on physical supplies. I don't think that alone is enough to really get me over. Because to me, it's like a pain to draw in digital art.
Hmm.
You know, the only reason I'm drawing this in Clip Studio is, well, I do want to learn it. I wanted to, I do want to be at least somewhat proficient in digital art. And also, if I do other comics, I think I may just do them digitally and I'll do cold blooded traditionally, is what I'm thinking I would do.
Yeah. No, I agree. I really sometimes don't like using my tablet. Damn.
You know, I might feel differently if I had like a better tablet, like the ones where you draw directly on, because those are nice. But you know, I haven't really drawn enough with one to know if I really would like it that much.
I think it's apples and oranges. Apples and oranges. I think I might have to
Yeah,
return this.
pretty much just comes down to preferences, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, what the
Oh,
heck?
it's so weird.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on?
But that's a better line.
Return or replace.
I'll return you from whence you came. And my eyes are totally not in perspective in my sketch.
Uh, refund. Estimated refund done 2 to 4 hours after receiving the item.
What about 2 to 4 hours?
I'm trying to get a refund for the capture card I got.
Mm.
Turns out it was not a good deal. Not a good deal. Not a good deal. Blair wanted to get one that was like $120. I should have like coughed up. I should have spent more on a capture card.
Yeah, instead you're playing old cheap old Surge.
Well, with this next paycheck, I'm happy because I'll be able to afford like a nice capture card. Nice capture card. Oh, you know what? That should be like one of my donation goals. Like, help me get a better capture card, please.
Yeah, mooch off those supporters.
Yeah. I paid $69.99 for this card. The Elgato one that people talk about, that's like $129. I'm gonna get that one next. Elgato. Because people are well, they're saying that my audio is off, and then I don't know how to fix it. Fix it. the thing is, I have to mail this in. So like within that time,
Like a ballot?
yeah, like a ballot to get my refund. Oh my gosh, they don't have a capture card. Yeah, like I'm like imagining like them like Camilla and Joe Harris, like they're sitting at a table, like going through all the votes, tossing the Trump ones, like thinking like they're so sneaky.
Right into the incinerator.
Well, like, and they're saying, well, if you when you can't run the right way, this is what you got to do. like, you know, we can't wait away. Poor Joe. What if they told him like, in his dementia, like, oh, you're actually doing a good thing. This is how you vote. And he's just going with it or something.
I can't believe that on certain posts, Twitter and Facebook have like disclaimers or fact checking. That kind of infuriates me.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, there's something definitely
Have
going
you seen that?
with with the videos or something, or like when you search something online.
Well, so on Twitter, it's a little bit different. But on Twitter, there's a couple of Trump's tweets where he said, "Oh, I'm winning," or "I've won," where he claimed victory. And if you go to the tweet, it says it like has a little disclaimer in red writing. It's like this hasn't actually been called yet.
Yeah, no, that sucks.
And then on Facebook, I've seen posts talking about voter fraud, and then but on the Facebook post itself, it provides links to. So I saw a post that was talking about voter fraud, but it was actually an old story, and Facebook was all like, "They're actually this is actually false."
Mm-hmm.
But even though that they were right, they were right in this one instance, I feel like they shouldn't be doing that. Like people can discern for themselves if they really want to know if it's true or not.
Well, yeah, I
You
mean,
know.
there's something going like on in big tech. Like all of a sudden, we want to be so accurate about our information, right? like the November, like in the month of
like
November, October, huh? Okay.
like I don't care if it's true or not. That's not Facebook's job
Yeah.
to, you know.
Well, like my perspective is like something's going on and someone doesn't like it, so they're trying to like shift like perception, and I'm like it's really obvious because this wasn't I don't think this has happened last election because like this election, like I'm logging into my Facebook, Twitter, like Instagram, and it's all like, oh, go vote, and like Etsy, I'm getting emails from Etsy, like Twitch, and it's like, oh, so we're all now concerned about like doing our civic duty.
Right.
Where was this?
It's like
like
it's so funny because they wish they could say, "Well, go vote for Biden," but they can't say that. So instead, they're just going to encourage you to vote. Yeah, that's what they really want to say.
Jeez.
They're just hoping that if enough people see it, that will just somehow attract Biden voters, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. It's so weird what's going on, though.
We need to get Blair on this stream. We need his opinion.
Yeah.
Mr. I'm not voting.
Yeah, he should have voted. Like he could do a write-in and toss his vote.
He could have been one of the voters that isn't fraud for Biden.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Do it legit, legit. Yeah. Yes, there's definitely something going on, and
well, we'll find out soon enough. and another like week and a half.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, because
The
I
way
got.
the way this the
Oh,
slow process.
oh yeah, slow process. Well, the thing is, my grandparents have like the news on, and it's like they're already saying like Biden won or something. But I'm like, did they
Yeah,
count?
it's no, not all the votes have been counted,
Okay,
and
so
they
my
haven't even
I'm like,
checked if there's fraud yet.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this seems a little too soon, right? Like,
It's a little sus.
because they're declaring it like, oh, like it's 100%, like he won. But I'm like, did he? I don't know who to trust now because it's like,
No.
you know, like because of course you'd want you know these news stations would want to say that. I'm like skeptical. Well, yeah, because it's like
Right.
you see everyone in MAGA, and then like we're all red, and then I'm hearing news reports saying that some of the votes were miscounted, or there were like glitches that led to states that were like red, they're blue, but they're really red. You know, majority
Mm-mm.
Democrat, but they're actually conservative now. You know, like I'm like, what's going on? You know, what is happening?
Hey, have you heard about um, any news about Texas seceding?
No, I haven't heard any of that. Uh,
Yeah, someone, because when I was relieved at work today, uh, the next person on shift, they were talking about it like, oh, Texas is talking, there's a possibility we might secede. And I was a little like doubtful of that, but I just wondered, if you had heard anything about it, then I might more readily believe something like that.
I mean, I could see why we would.
Yeah, I mean too.
It's like you know, it's just crazy, crazy, cray, cray.
Yeah. And another thing that irritates me is just like with Obama, they're now celebrating that, oh, we got our first black female vice president.
Yeah,
Oh, we made history, and it's like, is this the history you really want to make though?
no, it's not. Like, don't fall for it. Like, honestly, like I think a year or two into Obama's administration, I was kind of into it. I was like, yeah, I mean, this is kind of progressive, right? But it's like, and then he's like started. What did he? He got rid of DOMA, and then he expanded like abortion. I'm like, no, this is terrible. Like, we shouldn't elect people just based on how they look. Like, what about like policy?
Yeah, and that's the thing that irritates me is people like, well, no matter where you stand, you should be happy because we made history. We got our first, and I'm like, it shouldn't matter what you know someone's skin or gender is.
Yeah, character and policy are my two go tos.
Yeah.
Like, what do they believe? Are they Christian? You know, like
Uh huh.
what are their policies? What is their administration like? Because I kind of did fall into that with Obama. That I saw
Uh
what
huh.
he was doing. I was like, wow, you're a terrible president. Like, like this is bad. Like, you're totally like undoing like some really good laws that protect people like babies and stuff like that and like marriage. It's like, no, this is not good. Like, this is not good. Because I don't know. I was kind of excited about that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was like, yeah, our country's like so progressive. It's like, no, I take that back. Like, we shouldn't do this. Like, we shouldn't just hire
Did
people
you
based.
go through a phase?
I mean, I actually, I didn't vote that election though. I could have, like, which is, I didn't know how to vote, but I think I would have voted for him.
You didn't know how. It's the easiest thing in the world.
It's true, but I don't think like. Or wait a minute. No, I didn't because I was 17. Like when I graduated high school, I was 17. I didn't turn 18 till
Oh, so you couldn't have voted. All
yeah,
right.
something like that. Like yeah, the election took place while I was in high school, but I didn't
Don't
turn
worry. You have an out then.
till summer. And then
You're
I
not
think,
completely
yeah, his second term,
to
I wanted to
blame.
vote against him, but I was so moody. I was like, what, like Blair, like how he's like, oh, a vote matters, like or whatever. But now, like my
Uh-huh.
mindset's totally changed. It's like even if I did feel like that, at least like do a write-in to toss my vote. I'd at least
Feel
try.
better about yourself.
Yeah, I'd vote for me. I'd vote for me. Vote for Sergio. Vote for someone. I do a write-in. But if I didn't like either of the candidates, I just do a write-in. It's the easy way out. That's what I was talking to Blair. Like, why don't you just do a write-in? If you don't like either of the candidates, why not just write in? I mean, that's my thinking.
Yeah.
Because that's a common argument, like people that don't
Uh,
vote at all when they don't like either candidate. Like maybe you have like a someone that that would make a good candidate. Why don't you just write them in, like just for fun? I guess I don't know.
what's that one guy's name? They need to vote for.
Yeah, because they did Harambe as a write-in, right? Like we wanted to a dead
Yeah.
gorilla. You know what I mean? Harambe returns. The Lion King 2. Return of the King. Yeah, now I'm all about voting. Like I voted at one of our community college campuses, and here's a funny story. Like people were the voting official staff. They were giving away finger protectors. So they were basically like gloves, but they were just the finger part of the glove. And when they handed it to this lady, she had like a look of shock on her because they look like condoms. And she's like, oh, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of like what I thought they were giving us. Like, but they're like what you put on like your finger.
So that's weird. When I went to vote, they just gave us a Q-tip and we touched the screen with the Q-tip.
Yeah, they gave us like latex finger things that you put on your
Yeah,
finger.
we didn't have finger condoms, so we don't worry about that.
She's like, what is this? You should have saw her face because it was like she's kind of like in a split second. It was like she was offended and confused at the same time. But like a second, she's like, "Oh wait, this is for your fingers." I'm like, "Yeah, that's what I thought at first." I had a fun conversation about that, and then like after that, they gave me like the voting sticker. Right, I didn't wear it. I just kept it. I was like, no one needs to know I voted. No one needs to know, man. But I was like, but when I was walking to the parking lot, I was like, should I shout like something Trump related? That's very, and so it's not like immediately offensive. Like I was gonna say, like four more. Wait, no, like
why would you need to? Why would you feel the need to shout something? You would just feed into the perception that like Trump supporters are buttholes.
well, that's what I was. Yeah, I mean, do I do this? But I was gonna say something generic, like what is it, like 4 more years or like no,
They're probably thinking you're talking about Biden.
yeah, Biden.
Yeah, for
Let's give it 4 more years because it could be like any candidate, like I don't know. But luckily, I went at a time where I was like the first person in, and then after that, like a whole bunch of people started coming in, and the line was long after I left. And I was kind of upset because they didn't have like cookies, like they didn't have food or anything like cookies or juice.
no, no. That's what you're upset about.
Yeah.
First world problems.
Wow. Yeah, where's my juice, man?
There's voter fraud, but they didn't have any snacks at the voting thing.
Yeah. I just hope like most of my family voted. They have to vote, man.
So what about your grandparents or your grandma that leans the other way? Did she vote?
I don't. No, they didn't. No, I say probably not, but it's
No.
no, they didn't because I see them every day in here.
Yeah, it's like if they don't even bother to vote, they shouldn't even care all that much about Trump.
It's honestly just the news that they're watching or the TV.
Uh,
I think I told Blair about it.
yeah.
It's media. It's basically just media. Sad. It's pretty sad. I warned my dad though. I warned my family, but hey, because they're giving us well, they're sending me like all these pamphlets and these flyers and brochures about voting like Democrat. It's kind of
Mm-hmm.
offensive because they mention like Latino, Hispanic. I'm like, oh, it sure feels like I'm being targeted, like like based on my ethnicity. It's like,
Hey,
oh,
I target you too.
dang, but it was like I told my dad like, you better watch out, like you know,
They're going hard.
yeah, Democrats are going hard, and but I mean, I'm
Hey,
like, I didn't vote Democrat, I voted Republican. Like, I don't understand why they're targeting me.
well, so what about your dad? Where does he stand on it? Does he even
Uh,
care that much?
well, he cares. He's kind of in the red, you know,
Oh,
with
okay.
equal.
So he's more moderate, really,
Yeah,
is what you mean to say.
yeah, and then my mom's red. She's more red. We're all red. We're a
Yeah.
two red family, man. What if I
Oh
was?
man.
Oh, wait a minute. 807. What you don't have to say, but like, do you have like family members that are like blue? No, you don't have to say names, but curious.
I really don't, not immediate family members,
Dang, you disowned
but
them.
even distant family members. I can't think of any that I know. I'd have to ask my mom. But if I do, I must not know them or know them that well then. But I mean, mom, dad, sisters. I'm pretty sure they're all Republicans. I
Nice.
mean, I know for sure. I'm positive. I know my parents are, and then my sisters as well, and then even their husbands. I know are going to be uh, in the red and my grandparents are funny. Okay, you know how your grandparent, your grandma, all she watches is CNN.
Pretty
All my grandpa watches is Fox News.
Fox News.
I yeah, you go anytime. He'll probably have Fox News. If you come down here and we visit him, he'll probably have Fox News on. And while it's not as bad as CNN, like Fox News also caters to its audience, you know. Um, and so he's very much of the opinion that Fox News is the only honest news source,
I mean,
and all the others are bad.
well,
Hmm?
sometimes I can lean left though.
Well, some of them are against Trump. I don't think that necessarily means they lean left, but I know not everyone at Fox likes Trump.
Yeah.
There are Republicans that don't like Trump.
Boo.
Yeah,
That's what I would say. Like, you call yourself a Republican, get out of here. Get out of here. You know. Yeah, no, I think voting for someone based on their qualifications and experience, policies and characters and belief is more important than superficial things like skin color, like gender, stuff like that. That's the one thing I've learned.
the harsh
Diversity.
flesh. I couldn't get by on just my identity, sister.
Diversity, yeah. Like,
I actually had to work and show merit. What?
well, I think like in theory, let's say we did have like a black president, and he had all his stuff together, and he was like conservative, and he didn't
Like
believe.
Ben Carson?
Yeah, sure, like that would be cool. Like, yeah, it's like great, that's great. Like
Have a surgeon as our president? Yeah, that'd be cool.
yeah, but I don't think like just tossing someone in office just because like they're female or like they're black is a good idea. You know, or, just saying, toss them in there. Let's go. Toss it's like tossing them in there like a pancake. Flipping them like a pancake. Oh, you remember when you said that I'm gonna flip you like a pancake?
I don't remember that, but I don't doubt that I said that though.
I'll flip you because you're on my griddle now, boy. Don't you remember?
I said that?
No,
That's
no,
pretty
no.
genius. I need to write that down.
Yeah, like Hillary, I remember like her campaign, like with Trump. She was like desperate, and she like released that book. Like, what was it like? Why I lost? And I was like,
Yeah,
you really need to write a book about that? I can tell you why you lost. Like, just like in
right.
sentence. It don't take a whole book for me to like, understand why you lost, girl. Get over yourself. Like, jeez. I think also like maybe in their relationship with Bill Clinton, maybe it's just like pity points. Like he feels bad with what he did in Monaco, so now like he has to like support Hillary in her campaign. I don't know. Is
All
that one?
right. Do PR. He's still doing PR after all these years.
Yeah, but yeah, like I don't know where Hillary now is. She's probably lurking in her basement or something, or like writing another book, like How I'll Win, or something like that, or Hillary makes a comeback, like, and it's like a children's book, like, that's so funny. Hillary makes a comeback. Did you see when Bernie Sanders was at a rally and some Black Lives Matter protesters took over his podium? And
No, I didn't see that.
he just kind of like submitted.
Let it happen.
Yeah, he just let it happen. And he was like,
What they do? Were they protesting or were they for him?
no, the protesters were just saying stuff like the Black Lives Matter protesters say, and then Bernie he just kind of withdrew. He was like, forget this. Well, with his body language, he was like, oh, whatever, I'm out of here. And then his staff, like, they just escorted him out.
He's like, all right, I'm going to one of my islands.
What
I'm
am
out of here.
Health care. I think it's been an interesting election. And thought it was funny because when what's his name, Joe Biden, when he was describing like what he was doing with the kids, like how they would rub up on his legs or something, and he put them in his lap, and, like he called them like cockroaches. Like this guy's weird. Like what? He's so weird. Like who would vote for this guy? Like, but like he was surrounded by black children while he was saying that, so it kind of sounded like it was a racial term.
Oh, sounds really bad. Yeah.
Sounds bad. Like, like, what are you doing? Like, it's no wonder he's like
He's like around the like Obama's children. He's like, what are all these cockroaches?
I just like tuning in to what the Democrats stream because it's like watching Comedy Central. It's like it's funny. It's funny. I just can't take it serious because they don't have class. Like at least the Republicans have class. Like the Democrats want to like belittle you or like treat you like you don't know the facts, right? That you're gonna buy into what they're saying. At least like to me, at least my personal opinion is at least Republicans will give you like the benefit of the doubt that you're somewhat educated. You know, Democrats is just like, oh, you're gonna vote for me because I'm gonna give you free stuff, or like, we're the best, we're gonna fight for you and stuff like that. Like, jeez, I don't like that. Uh-huh. Like, I think even like Democrats in Houston, really, they're like trying to play the cool kid. So it's like they just become Democrats because they like want to be with the crowd, the hip crowd. Um,
What do you mean? Like they don't really support Biden, but they're just going with it anyway? Is that what you're saying?
oh well, no, I'm just like because I get flyers from our like local candidates uh,
Yeah.
around here, and it's like Lizzie Fletcher and then some other people, and I mean it's like the same song and dance almost. It's like, oh, we're gonna fight for you. Like we're like into millennials and like free stuff and unions, and it almost just sounds like scripted. Like they're trying to be cool.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. And then that usually informs my voting decision, so I know who not to vote for. Like, like
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, because you've seen one, you've pretty much seen all of them. Same song and dance, like free stuff. We're gonna fight for you.
Beto. You remember that guy?
But oh yeah, poor guy. Free stuff. What else? What else do they tell you? Like, we're gonna increase minimum wage, increase paternity leave, fight for some like XYZ rights. Like, that's a Democrat. Like, yep. I'm just saying. Not that's bad, but they usually default to that as they're just like trying to sound cool. I don't know. Like my pitch would be like, I guess personally, like, hey, I'm gonna fight for like biblical values and Christian values, and I'm gonna be real with you, and everything happens for a reason. I can't really give you free stuff because there's no such thing as free. But hey, vote for me. Like that'd probably be my pitch. We all make mistakes. It's good to like get up from your mistakes and keep pressing forward. Don't vote for me because I'm Hispanic. Vote for me because of my policies. That's what I would say. Hispanic. I also don't know Spanish, so I can't really embody that like Hispanic vote that people think of. Like,
Right.
super Hispanic and into his culture. I'm not. I'm pretty much American at this point.
So
So
you're saying you're a failure?
dang, yeah, that's a good bird. Wah.
Wah.
Yeah. And then also,
Wah.
I failed in boycotting Taco Bell. That's my latest phase.
Oh.
Because my friend was like, "Oh,
Why?
you can't like cancel them out because like they're all doing it at some level."
Wait. Why would you boycott them?
Oh, because I mean I read how they were founded. Uh, I mean it was like a phase. I tried it. It wasn't really fair because when I thought about it, yeah, pretty much all the fast food restaurants are shady sometimes.
Or is it because they donated to a party or something, or what?
No,
Was that it?
I went for the cultural appropriation argument, and it didn't really turn out so well because I don't know. It's like they're all doing some pretty bad stuff. I think if I wanted to be absolute in my judgment, I'd be boycotting all the fast food chains. Although
Just
my new reason for not wanting to eat there is because their food is bad. But even I failed at that because yesterday I got a yeah, it was $5. I was like,
dang
what am I doing
shame.
with my life? Yeah, it was shameful. Like I feel terrible when I eat at Taco Bell, and not just because of like it's just because of their food. Like it makes you just can't. I gotta stop doing that. Gotta stop doing that. Because I bought like a new burrito. It was the grilled. It was a grilled cheese steak burrito. I drove up to the drive-through window and I told him I wanted it, and like on the screen it said $5. I was like, I don't want the meal. I just want the burrito. And she's like, no, that's the burrito. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, it's expensive. And I was like, what is this, Chipotle? Like, this is Taco Bell. Get over yourself. Like, I'm actually thinking of like disputing the charge because it was just like an okay burrito. Like, that was expensive, and I question, you know, my choice of doing that that day because their value menus. I mean, better deal. You get like $1 burrito, and I think that's what Taco Bell is worth, really, just their value menu. Uh, Sometimes I eat at McDonald's, Wendy's. Let's see. I've been trying to eat at home, homemade meals, because those are better for you, like calorie wise and financially. They're a better deal. I also only drink water. Um,
You already only drink water. You like never drink soda.
yeah, that's true. Never drink soda. Uh,
And it kind
I
of
have
made me sad because it's like, I love soda. How could you not drink soda?
dang. I drink like sparkling water sometimes.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You drink sparkling water, like the lamest thing. And I'm like, why does he like this stuff?
Dang. Yeah. I'm trying to make it trendy. Like, yeah. Yeah. That's
So
another
that's what we call being a hipster.
thing. Yeah. Except like I don't have the capacity to make things trendy for some reason. Like I was
Well,
trying to,
hipsters don't either.
well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, how did trends get started? You know, like when I was at Sam, like hoverboards were a thing. Well, they became a thing. Like, what was it like? What would you say was trendy? Like, it was hoverboards. Uh,
I
like,
don't know that I would call hoverboards trendy necessarily.
yeah,
I
trendy.
think they were most popular at the time they first came out, but not so much now. But that's just because they were new, you know.
Yeah.
Dude, we either like got one really dedicated viewer, or it's like we just had a bunch of different viewers, but it's all never more than one at the same time.
Oh, whoa,
Oh,
all right.
I think that's better.
Yeah.
See your ugly face. Dang. No, let's try this.
Oh, you know what? Like, I was thinking. I think. You know what? This reminds me of the Hodge twins. This dynamic going on. I think it's a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing. Hodge twins, because they're funny. Because like the one video I saw, he's like, why isn't the damn camera focusing on the damn burger? Like, I want to say it too.
Mm.
Damn burger.
Oh yeah, this page is gonna take a while.
Yeah, a lot of fast food places they use like preservatives and additives in their food. Fast food's not really good to eat like frequently, obviously, because they're not really nutritious. Though I know this, I still do it. I'm like, what's the deal with that? I read a whole book on this, and I'm still eating fast food.
No, what book did you read?
It's Fat, Sugar, Salt. It's a journalist. It's about a journalist who went into the food industry on both a corporate and political level, and he detailed like what goes into like baking processed food and fast food. You know, like in depth. You know, it's more than just fatty stuff. It's it's meant the way they design the food. It's meant to keep you coming back for more. Like, yeah, come back,
Yeah, it's
come
meant to be addictive
back, yeah. Come on,
because it
man,
makes money.
make some money, man, make some good money. But it's also
And
political because candidates they frequently go in and out of like these food companies, and there's lobbyists
uh-huh,
involved. So
that's
it's
interesting.
yeah. So
Huh.
Camilla,
But
Camilla,
does that actually impact like how the food tastes? Is that why it's unhealthy? Like, how does that work? Or is that
um,
more just a fun fact?
yeah. I mean, well, because I guess it's a fun fact because these companies like will fund their campaigns, like Kraft, Heinz, PepsiCo, Coke. Well, not so much Coca-Cola. Coca keeps to themselves, but anything under the PepsiCo brand moniker.
Yeah, I knew brands would donate to different politicians and whatnot. I heard that someone told me, I don't know if this is really all that true, that they'll do it according to what state you're in, but I don't know. I think it's dumb to boycott, uh, you know, fast food business over. Oh well, they donated to the Democrats, so I won't support them. Like, I just think that's so dumb because it's like every time I go out to eat, I'm not going to pull out a list of okay, what's the what where can I not eat? Oh, no, I can't eat there. There'd be so many, and that would rule off so many options. And it's like at the end, it's like I don't really care. I'm not gonna keep track of that.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, Blair did that once. Like, what did he like? He didn't want
Yeah,
to eat or
he's,
something.
yeah, he's not doing it now. Probably.
Yeah, like what I found is there's always going to be a reason not to eat there. Like if you single one restaurant out or one company, you can pretty much single every company out for something unethical that they're doing, like in your view. Like, so it doesn't really, it's not fair to
like
point.
like like Starbucks. People complaining about uh, Starbucks that first there's a really stupid thing about the red cups a while back, and I'm like that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
But then apparently because they like donate to this or that, and it's like I'm still gonna get coffee at Starbucks.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't really eat there anyway, so it doesn't affect me. Just saying, too expensive. I mean, I use their Wi-Fi. I go in there. Well, when they were open before the quarantine, I would go in there and use their
You'd
internet.
mooch off them.
Yeah, mooch.
It's only like $5 for some coffee, Serge.
I paid $5 for a burrito. Dang,
Oh,
Taco Bell. Yeah. Oh, there was this one video where the Hodge twins ate like a nachos, like a party pack nachos, and they were like, "Yeah, this
mhm.
is good." And they were like, I think they were complaining like, "Hey, where the damn toppings at? They only gave us this much. We ought to go back and get some more." Like because they didn't give them much like beans or something. Yeah, I hate when they do that. I mean, you can't really expect much from Taco Bell. Sometimes I get like the food is like really weird. Um,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah. Let's see what else. I told my friend one time because sometimes I like bring fast food to other fast food places like sauces that I like with other food, and I was
Yeah,
telling him,
that's a
oh,
no-no.
like a no, like I told him like, what if I went to Cane's? Oh, because that's right, because I went to Cane's, right? And they're asking me if I want sauce, but there's this other chicken place called Slim Chickens here, which has better sauce. And like I was thinking of,
What?
yeah,
No, I haven't ate there, but I don't need. I can tell you they don't have better sauce.
yeah, they do. They have better variety, like better variety of sauces, and
Okay, I can buy that.
yeah,
I can buy that.
Well, because I was thinking of going to like Cane's because they always ask you want sauce and like saying, "Oh no, I got some from Slim Chickens." Just
I'll
like
give
rubbing it.
you the sauce.
And I told my friend like what if I did that to you? And he's like, I wouldn't really care. I would just say like I just work here. Like I just work here. Yeah, like do some name dropping stuff like that. Let's see what else. Oh, well, there was so a month ago there was like a Christian parade. That was interesting. I was out doing deliveries, and there was a caravan of cars, and the float said like He is risen or something, or Jesus is Lord, and they that was
Was
down.
it was it political at all, or was it just
Oh
what
no,
was it for?
I have no idea. I have no idea. It was just like they must have been a church or something. It just that's all it said. Like Jesus is Lord. It's down the road that the hotel you went to the convention at was. It's on Highway 6, but further up north. It's like, hey, that's cool. We're declaring that, and that's awesome. Yeah. Uh, I don't think I had good deliveries that day. I'm not sure, but what else? Blair. I went out to eat with Blair like a couple of weeks ago.
Mhm.
We went to IHOP. I told her, I told him, excuse me.
You told her
No, I told him about
what's going on with Blair. Why is he a her now?
no dating issues, about my dating issues, and because it
Oh
involves a
yeah.
female, and how like you
Well,
know,
that's good. You're at least thinking of you're dating a female.
wow, oh dang, well, because he asked us,
I'm just going to. I'm just giving you
yeah,
crap.
yeah, well, it's one girl, and how like I struggle with rejection, because I was like
Oh yeah.
joking around, it like ruined my
You're
day,
not
because
being
that's the
creepy, are you?
well, no, like I don't follow people around. I'm more of like I process it internally and I get upset, and I need to vent
Uh,
like in a designated area away from the
like a
person.
safe space.
Yeah, like for safe from there, for safe for them, because I like the thoughts that come to my head. I'm just kidding, but yeah, that's the
Oh,
day that y'all invited me to Among Us, and I wasn't feeling it because I was like after like a bad. That wasn't a bad rejection, but it was a rejection.
dang, Serge, are you an incel?
Huh?
I'm just joking. Are you secretly an incel?
What's that?
It's like someone like can't get women or something.
Dang. I try. I mean, it's good. We're still friends. Friends. Um, what else? I don't know. It was a crazy 2 days because it took me 2 days to get over it emotionally. It's like yeah, it's in the past. It's in the past. Yeah.
Well, what if she hit you up all of a sudden? What would you do?
I don't know. It's gonna be like, what's the change in heart? Let's deal with that. What's the change in heart? What's going on? You know. Uh, but yeah, like right now, I'm not into girls as much, and like or women, excuse me, not into women. I'm like, I need to take a woman break.
Oh
You
yeah,
know, I need to stop looking up pictures of women on the internet. I'm just kidding. I don't do
yeah.
that.
Stop looking up Cardi B.
Cardi B, and that's the thing. Like sometimes I just feel like I don't know. Like if a Cardi B came into my life, like would I just go with it?
That won't happen.
Wow, are you serious?
You
Jeez, not
don't
even.
gotta worry about that, Serge. I'm confirming it for you. You're
I mean,
welcome.
I wouldn't mind Cardi B. My lowest of the lows.
I'm sure you wouldn't.
It's just been pretty hard, and I'm not gonna be like creeping for women right now. I think I'm gonna
So
take.
you were creeping before?
Well, I wasn't creeping. I mean, what I meant was I'm not gonna be looking out for women. Looking out. I'm not. I'm just gonna take a pause and just say
Pause
forget
too.
women. Like forget women. Let's not do women anymore. Wait a minute. That sounds weird. Let's just take a moment to just work on myself. That's what I meant. Yeah. But so from my perspective, if a relationship were just to fall into my lap, I think I would be more accepting towards that, than like right now, where it's a lot of stress in my life right now. Stress, maybe. Yeah, even a friendship.
So I heard that a lot of teachers, and this doesn't just apply to college professors, even teachers everywhere, like um, elementary, middle school, high school, whatever, are like tend to be more liberal or Democrat.
Yeah.
Can you confirm this?
Um. Not really, because like being in the elementary and the middle schools, all the teachers have like a really professional demeanor, and it's really hard to like gauge their personality on their politics, because it's just like they have this like this mask on, especially when they're
Yeah.
around students, so they don't really speak around their views, like their views, or even if it's personal, it's really generic and broad. You know, I've never I had some paraprofessionals in elementary comment about how they didn't like Trump, but that was like the conversation between them over there. With the teachers, at least the full time teachers, they don't talk like anything that's not related to like their teaching. It's almost like they're it's a performance, because they're in front of kids all the time, so they can't. You have to be careful what they say, unless in the teachers' lounge. Teachers' lounge is different. Teachers' lounge is different. But even then, I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything political. I think where I'm working is more conservative. Um, in nature. Just saying, conservative, which is the public school system, Cypress Fairbanks ISD, which is I think it's good because I don't feel the same feeling I had when I was at Sam. Like at Sam, like I felt like an overt like liberal character and spirit in the space that we were in. Because people were free to talk about left leaning stuff. At least where I was. I mean, they weren't like rooting for Trump. That's for sure. They weren't. You know.
I think it was more. I don't know. I don't know that I really got all that from being a Sam.
Well, I mean, it wasn't balanced from my perspective. It wasn't like definitely wasn't balanced because I had some classroom issues come up that were like more leaning to the left, to left, like like left beliefs, left thinking, definitely not conservative beliefs. Like just overall conversations from classmates, teachers. You know, because I guess that's because we're like allowed to be more open on college campuses as opposed to elementary, middle, and high school, where you have to kind of be like a little bit more generic in the way you talk. Like, because I would always just say, "Oh, take your seats," or "Oh, yes, it's very like." Okay, so this is cool. Like during Halloween, like I had some students like make some statements of faith, and I was like, "Oh, that's awesome, that's great." But let's focus on the lesson, like because I can't.
Oh, they're like, I don't celebrate Halloween.
Yeah, and stuff like that, and it just kind of led into some other stuff where I was like, I can't really comment on that. Like I can't. I could. It's just it's really weird. So I'm just gonna say, hey, let's do our work. That's great. Like generic statements like, great. Well, let's just finish our pumpkin. Totally added like personality for me, but it's just like what we have to do. I mean, I would say great. Like, I'd say, hey, it's going great. But the art classes are really nice though. The high school arts. Because at least where I am, they've separated art classes into like drawing and painting, so that they're like specialized at high school level. Drawing, painting, and AP and dual credit art classes are sculpture and ceramics, and then photography. So, like, they could actually have like a college experience, like, which is really nice. Because when I was in art class in high school, they didn't teach us about animation. They didn't teach us about like the more formal processes of art. I think it was really generic assignments. Like we did like this rodeo pictures for the rodeo, and then we did a couple of drawings. We did like the elements of art, the principles of design. But we weren't like, there wasn't really a lot of freedom. Although I wish I was like an AP dual art. But I kind of questioned why I wasn't in dual credit. Like, were you ever in, like, you said you were in dual credit in high school, right?
Yes, that is
sure?
Correct.
Dang. Yeah, how do you feel about yourself, like, doing that?
I think that was a good thing for me to do.
Dang. Yeah. It's like, how do you feel about yourself? Yeah, I mean, from this point on, I'm only gonna reach for the top. Definitely. Yeah. So my next step is basically becoming a teacher, being certified. Because now that I'm a substitute, I'm getting like really good experience, which was a huge step for me at first, because I was like, wow, am I really doing this? It's not so bad. Like, it's not too bad. The compensation is pretty good. But I do want to teach art. Teaching art. I'm still wondering like how lesson plans are going to be. So far, I've just like looked at what other art teachers are doing. It's really relaxed, like high school. Like, do something really cool. I was thinking about doing a collage. There's a collage idea where like each student draws on a separate piece of paper, and then like we combine them. Yeah, combine them. Yeah. Or like I could invite like friends that I know as special guests that are artists.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I was thinking.
Yeah, it's too bad you don't know any, huh?
Hey, whoa. What? That's more. Isn't that more of like a burn for you? Because like, yeah, like you're doing a comic as we're looking. Like, dang. But I'm saying like I would invite you. When the time comes, we'll invite in the scenario. So I'm gonna have to transition to my stream now. But thanks for having me.
You're forsaking me.
I'm sorry.
I'm like very invested in this, what I'm doing.
Oh yeah.
What are you gonna be doing on your stream, Serge?
Catch me on Twitch, BearGeo01, where I'll be doing Splatoon, Turf War, and more, and then Super Mario Galaxy, 100%. Or giving it 100%.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna try anyway,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. All right.
And what else? What else do you have to plug, Serge, before you head out?
Well, if you're ever ordering from Postmates, be sure to tip your driver or Uber. Uh, check out my Etsy at the Modern Guy. Check out my Reddit at BearGeo. Check me out on Twitch, BearGeo01, like right now, because that's what I'm going on right now. Oh, I have to open Facebook. Yeah. And do a plug.
Mm.
Hey, oh, check out the chat with you and Matt, because I sent a really funny link.
To ye or not to ye is a question.
Yeah, but no, read the thread. Like, read the thread.
A simple but strong answer, but it requires more complex thought. Ye, a very complex answer that perfectly answers questions. He needs to elaborate more on the reason to ye. Ye, good one. Ye, excellent answer. Ye, always ye. Sometimes it can be Paul. Another excellent answer. Did you said in Ye Beth's soliloquy in the play Ye Beth, he said ye? Paul, that's off topic, disgusting, and I'm going to kill you. Ye, said Bear. Yeah. Dang. Well, I know which one I'm downloading.
My favorite one was the one that he said he was going to kill him. I was like, because I was reading it
That was
from top
pretty. Yeah, that was pretty funny.
to. Dang.
To ye or not to ye? Dang, it's Murata's. No, it's one's birthday, and Murata made artwork for him. That's cool. It's one's birthday. The creator of One Punch Man, the writer and webcomic artist, and Murata, the artist for the manga adaptation of One Punch Man, drew a little happy birthday thing for him. Well, oh yeah, and more in one style. Because when Murata adapted One Punch Man, he drew One Punch Man in his style, Murata style. But one
Yeah.
has his own style from Mob Psycho and the webcomic, which you can see that if you watch Mob Psycho and watch One Punch Man, you can see the difference. You can see a little bit because Murata's style is based on one's designs more or less. You can kind of see some of one style through Murata's style, and so you can see a little similarities, but you'll see a lot of differences. Don't I just sound like an expert talking about this stuff? Yeah, that's what come to me for my this expertise.
Oh, heck yeah.
Anyway, you are dismissed,
All right.
class.
Bye.
You're dismissed.
Bye.
Bye. It's just me now, all alone in the nether. I really need to take a break. I kind of wish someone else would join the stream. Man, it's like 2 hours now. I'm getting tired. Uh, I don't know if I should end the stream or if I should take a break and then end the stream. Keep your squats low and your standards high. Reading that off Instagram. I'll have time to work on this tomorrow and stream some more. I don't know what time I'll stream exactly tomorrow, but it'll more than likely be sometime in the morning. I'm very hungry right now. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. Yeah, that should be my cue to just go to bed. I'm just getting emails. Oh, you know what? Tomorrow's church. Uh, dang. Now that I told him, I feel like I'm more accountable. I'm like I'm gonna have to stream tomorrow now. Um, but you know what? I may keep working on this, but I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Because it's 2 hours, so this is a good stream. Um, so again, my name is uh, Perry's Hotter. That is Perry S_Hotter. Follow me on any social media platform. Subscribe to me and hit the notification bell on YouTube so you'll be notified of when I will stream next. And if you're on Twitch, just follow me on Twitch. And after the stream ends, unfortunately, I couldn't add any of the links to any of my social media or my manga to Twitch until after that later. But if you can't Twitch, you should just go to YouTube if you're on Twitch and look at my description, and all the links will be there. And finally, do you love manga? Do you love battle manga? Do you like Dragon Ball Z or Naruto? Imagine Goku, but or Naruto, but instead of uh, screaming his head off to turn blue into blonde hair and blue eyes with a golden aura, or in Naruto's case, instead of getting the Nine Tails aura to go into his demon fox form, he instead rips his clothes and transforms into a 7 foot tall blue and green lizard monster. That is cold blooded. Rembrandt Snart misses his dearly. And while holding out hope after his father's disappearance 5 years ago, he discovers latent reptilian abilities brought out by a shadowy figure determined to end his life. Check it out. It's free to read on Webtoon, Tapastic, the Duck webcomics, which I need to update. I haven't been updating it lately, but it's on there. Pop Comics and Medibang Art Street. That's about everything. There's a few other sites I didn't mention, but I don't think they're worth mentioning. I can only plug so many things. But if you're going to subscribe to one, really help me get to 25 subs on Tapastic. I'm only at 16. I just need a few. Help me reach that milestone. You won't really get anything. And if you do happen to subscribe, or if you happen to be already subscribed, I see this. I also got an email list and a Patreon. The email list, you'll sign up. I should have a link to it in the description. You'll get a free PDF of the first chapter, 25 pages, along with some bonus content, some behind the scenes stuff. And the Patreon for only $3. It's per paid post. It's not per month. But basically, every time a chapter drops, you'll be able to read the next chapter before anyone else. And once you read it, then you can keep that pledge and you'll stay ahead. You'll be ahead of everybody else. Brag to all your friends, all that good stuff. So, and lastly, let's look at the drawing. I didn't really show the drawing. There it is. That's what I'm working on. This is page 8 from my personal testimony comic. No, this is not page 8. My bad. This is page 6. It's only going to be 8 pages. Once I complete it all, I don't know exactly what I'll do with it. Well, I do have an idea. I think I want to put it on Webtoon, and I want to put it. I maybe want to do a Kickstarter on it. I'm not sure, but before I do all that, I gotta finish it. I'll finish it. And I'll submit it to some contests and some publishers, and then I'll start converting it to a vertical format to release it on Webtoon. And so keep your eyes peeled for that. And I'll release it. I'll divvy the 8 pages up into different episodes and release them each week. And it might lead up to something. I don't know. It might lead up to a Kickstarter. Maybe at the end of it, may as well I'll launch a Kickstarter. We'll see how it goes. It's not, but I need to finish it first before anything else. So let's finish. Let's finish projects. Yeah. Man, I feel like there's a prayer. I keep on saying in Jesus' name, amen. But it's not a prayer. I'm just plugging stuff. Yeah, so that's it. I plugged everything I can. So I'll see you.